So I just opened the TitanFlow mobile app. The very first screen to come up is going to be today's snapshot. And this is the best way to think of this is like a scoreboard for the tickers that have gotten the most flow on the day. So they're going to appear from the highest to the lowest. We have the ability to filter through and we can see weekly. We can filter to only see calls or puts. And we can filter so that we only see the flow leaders for stocks or ETFs. Now in the top right corner, we have the little calendar icon. If we click on that, that's the historical search. So we're going to click on today's date. And let's say we want to go back and look at the flow that came in from last Friday. We go and we click on last Friday, hit update, and it's going to show us the snapshot from last Friday. Again, we can filter through calls, puts, whatever we want to look at. And when we're done, we want to make sure that we go back up to the icon, the calendar icon, and click today. We want to do that because if we don't do that and we're going through the app, we may still be looking at flow from last Friday, which can throw us off a little bit. So just make sure that once you're done looking through the historical search, you go and you click on today. At the bottom right here, the bottom left, if we go and we click on the icon to the right of the camera, we're going to get today's flow. And this is showing us all of the orders that are coming in real time for that trading day. We have a lot of options, a lot of filters to choose from here. We can look at orders that came in where the contracts were sent at under 50 cents a contract. We can filter through to look at large orders, Titan sweeps, unusual flow, blocks or sweeps. We can also filter how the order was sent. We may want to see, was it sent below the bid, were the orders at the bid, at the ask, or above the ask. We have the ability to choose which orders we see based on this criteria. So there we click on at the ask and it's showing us all the orders that came in today at the ask. Same with above the ask. We can also go ahead and filter if the orders came in out of the money. We can see if they were ETFs, if it was a stock. We can go ahead and filter calls or puts. If we only want to see, maybe we only want to see calls or we only want to see puts, we have that ability. And if we want to see weekly flow, we also have that ability. And the last feature here is going to be a filter where it only shows orders that came in where the volume exceeded the open interest. So once we're done with that, we click all and it'll reset all of our filters. Now at the top of the screen here next to today's flow, we have this put to call ratio. And that's going to show the overall amount of calls that have come in on the day versus puts for our total put call ratio. So right now at the time of this recording, we have a 0.43 based on this criteria here. Go ahead and exit out of that. To the right of that, the little clock icon, if we go and we click on that, we have our historical search. So let's say we want to look at flow on Apple. Go ahead and type in the ticker here, AAPL. For the start date, maybe we want to look at the past 2 days, not just today. So we go and we click June 15th and we keep the end date at today. Go ahead and we click search. And it's going to show us all of the order flow that's come in, not just from today, but also from yesterday, which was our start date. And maybe we only want to see weekly options that were calls that were out of the money, that came in at the ask. We only want to see sweeps. And now that we set those filters, it's going to show us every order on Apple that's come in the past 2 days that fits the filters that we set on them. And once we're done with that, top left corner, we're going to hit that back arrow, hit it one more time, and it's going to take us right back to our main page here. Now at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and click that middle icon, and that's going to give us the level 1, 2, and 3. So this is detecting rapid flow. For example, we have Apple, AMC, and you can see the total amount of orders, the total amount of premium, and whether rapid flow was detected. And what that is one specific contract. So like an Apple June 18th, 1:30 call. If we click on that, we can see any time an order came in for that specific contract today. You can see the time that it was sent. It has a timestamp on it, so you can see how far between were these orders. And if we slide over and we go to the settings up at the top here, and we click on the glossary, what it's going to tell us is that level 1 contracts are low velocity trending contracts that are starting to gain momentum. Now above that, we have level 2 contracts, which are medium velocity trending contracts. And then the highest is going to be level 3, which are high velocity trending contracts. Basically, the way that the algorithm filters this out is the total amount of premium, the total amount of orders sent, and how much time in between the orders. If there was a very small amount of time between the orders, it's going to filter that higher. So your level 3 contracts are going to be your most aggressive rapid flow. And again, we're able to filter that whether we want to look at weekly, calls, puts, stocks, or ETFs. Now we slide over to the bell icon here, we have our flow alerts. And if we click on that bell icon at the bottom there, the little blue circle, click on that, we can go ahead and filter this. Let's say we want to look at Apple again, right? So we're going to type in our ticker, and we only want to get alerted if there's an order that comes in that's over 100,000. For the expiration, maybe we only want to see orders where the contracts expire within 21 days. And we want to look at calls that were sent at the ask. We only want to see sweeps. We click the page, click the blue check mark, and it's going to show us anytime an order was sent in that fits that criteria. And now that we have that alert set, anytime an order comes in real time, it's going to send us a push notification just like you would get a text message. It's going to alert you in real time so that you don't have to stay on the app and stare at your screen all day. You can go off and do something and you'll get that push notification when an order comes in that fits the criteria that you set. And it doesn't just have to be a specific stock. We can leave it open to all tickers. Maybe we only want to see orders that are over 250,000 that expire within 21 days. Again, maybe we only want to see calls at the ask. And we set that, and there we go. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to show us everything that fits that criteria on the day, and it's going to send us push notifications anytime we have an order coming in real time that fits that criteria. Now at the bottom right here, the little light bulb icon, this is our trade ideas tab. So this is where our experienced traders go ahead and send in any trade ideas they might have. So at the top right there, you see that orange bubble where it says day. You're going to have 4 different kinds of trade ideas. You're going to have a watch list, day trades, scalps, and swings. So based on that, you're gonna be able to determine what kind of trade idea it is. And maybe we like Rambo, so we're gonna click on his profile and we're gonna follow him. Make sure that that bell icon is lit up blue with the circle there. And just like our order push notifications, we're gonna get a push notification every time Rambo posts a trade idea within the app. And that is gonna do it. That is all of the important functions of the app wrapped up in a nutshell.